Hello, hello, what is up, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back. I am your host today, Gaming Legion. You can call me Legion, you can call me Jacob, whichever you prefer. Welcome back. I, for one, am tired. I'm tired. But I am very excited for today. I'm very excited. As I mentioned on the last stream, today, Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered. Technically a remake. I don't know why they didn't call it a remake, whatever. We got information. We got the trailer. I watched it earlier during class. My teacher saw probably like 3 or 4 times. Don't care. Don't give a shit. I got to watch it live. It was so cool. It was so cool. I love what they're doing with the game. So I want to hop in here. I want to check it out with y'all. Let you guys see it. In my little takes. Nothing really bad, but just want to go over it. So let me get this set up, because window capture is a bit of a bitch. There. Okay. There we go. Now, there is a lot extra that they showed, like gameplay trailers. We're not going to go through that. Just, I do want to get into Kazan today since we're going to beat it, but I want to show off some of the big stuff here. Also, Frosted Flakes.
You hold our future in your hands. Take with you my blessings and the hope of the Empire.
Dude, the game, you're gonna see, the game looks so fucking good, dude.
Of Oblivion.
Austin, thank you for the follow.
Here we are 20 years later.
God, it looks amazing. I'm so excited.
When you think about the Elder Scrolls, to us it goes beyond game franchise.
Yeah, it's the DNA of Bethesda Game Studios.
Obviously, we're working on the 6th chapter here, but what's great about the Elder Scrolls is being able to look back at all of the chapters. Skyrim, Oblivion, Morrowind, Daggerfall, Arena, and each of them try to define role-playing games and open-world games for their generation.
Fans got so connected with the worlds we've made and these stories we're telling, and it's really amazing.
Oblivion was a real defining moment in the series and for how we make games as a studio.
I just realizing how grainy
I think when it comes
this
to
is.
a remaster,
All like
want
the old
people to
footage is.
feel the way they did then, but it's still a game of its time. You want to keep those bones in place. You want some of that old charm.
Coming back to Oblivion now with this tremendous visual update is absolutely amazing. It's the world I remember, but better.
There's so much there, both for the Elder Scrolls world and also this evolution of our games, I think is really, really important for people to take a look back at.
Looking back and seeing everything we've accomplished in the past 20 years and working with these people, like, it's really special.
Yeah, there are still quite a few people that I've worked with for that long, and it sort of gave me the warm fuzzies.
Oh my god, it's been 20 years? I think the thing that gets me the most is the music. Like, when you hear that music at the main menu, there's just like... there's this, like, flood of nostalgia.
Oblivion is the beginning of who I am. As an individual, as a game developer, it all starts with this.
I don't even think it took me till release to realize how big this was.
People loved it. Like, they loved it.
Such a key moment in our history of making games and the evolution of how we build these worlds, and having players be able to come back and experience that is really amazing. We had that really special moment of coming out into the world for the first time, what that meant to this game.
Every time we think about Oblivion, it's, what if we could give that moment to everybody again?
I was born 87 years ago. For 65 years, I've ruled as Tamriel's emperor. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. I have seen the gates of Oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see.
Oh, that looks so much better, dude. Now, I will be honest, I've never played the original Oblivion. I had it, but I never got to play it. God, this looks so good. God, this looks so good, though. That's what I love seeing about remasters and remakes, is when you take a game that looked, by today's standards, very shit, and then just...
living these moments, we're experiencing them for the first time. The world of Oblivion Remastered immediately looks and feels incredible. When we decided to remaster Oblivion, we were really picky about finding the right partner. From the very beginning of this project, we had one rule. We weren't going to do this if we weren't going to be able to do it right. Our partners at Virtuous went above and beyond to bring our vision to life. The care and love they've poured into the Oblivion Remaster has been absolutely breathtaking.
Welcome to Paris, and welcome to Virtuous. Our team here has been hard at work delivering the best remastered Oblivion experience possible. We've worked with Bethesda Game Studios on other projects in the past, so we know what makes that team and their games special.
We wanted to make the remaster more friendly to gamers with modern hardware. This is Oblivion in its most complete form.
Yeah. Like, look, that's what a remaster should be, dude. That's what a remake, a remaster should be. Huge graphical leap.
Those familiar with only some Elder Scrolls lore will now be able to experience the events that set the stage for Skyrim. You embark on an epic journey to stop the Mythic Dawn cult.
The time of cleansing draws nigh.
From unleashing the Daedric Prince of Destruction.
What was the Oblivion Crisis? What happened to the previous Emperor of Cyrodiil? Why are there only 8 divines instead of 9? In addition to the core game, the remaster contains all add-ons, including story expansions, Shivering Isles, and Knights of the Nine, so you get the full experience.
And that goddamn horse armor.
Level,
I remember hearing about that.
To me, to ensure that we're preserving the magic of the original experience. At the end of the day, we're all fans too.
This is a dream project for me, right? I'm a fan. I have been always a fan.
Well, I played Oblivion for perhaps 10,000 hours.
Oblivion was my first Elder Scrolls game, and it was one of the games that made me want to be a game developer.
The best way to describe it would be to call it a love letter.
You will find your own path, but there will be blood and death before the end.
Dude, like, look at this, dude. Look at this shit.
The technology we used to create the original was cutting edge at the time, but tools have come a long way since then.
Oh, she's hot. Fuck. Oh no, she's hot.
The original Oblivion is still the heart and soul of the remaster, but we use Unreal Engine 5 to help achieve all our visual goals. We think of the Oblivion game engine as the brain and Unreal 5 as the body. The brain drives all the world logic and gameplay, and the body brings to life the experience that players have loved for almost 20 years.
But it's not just about pure fidelity. We knew we had to preserve the distinct style, making it as uniquely Oblivion as possible.
The brush opens a portal into the painting. You're stuck here like I am.
The Isles, a wonderful place. Good for a visit. Or eternity.
We've leveraged nearly every major feature from the latest version of Unreal 5.
Our goal was to push the visuals to the next level using the latest technologies. We created brand new, highly detailed character models.
God, it looks so good. I'm sorry, I keep saying that, but it looks great.
Impressive level of detail in the world. Every single asset in this game was completely redesigned and handcrafted from scratch. We implemented an advanced real-time lighting system that accurately simulates how light interacts with the environment. This results in more realistic lighting and atmospheric effects. While the original game had limited dynamic shadows, now the entire world reacts naturally to light.
Luna, hello, hello.
We used an incredible new lip sync technology that really enhanced performance in our characters.
He left us a warning. Heed it!
And Real Tools helped us create the base mesh of our characters. From there, our artists sculpt each race individually to adapt it to the mesh, allowing us to share the model, rig, and textures. As a result, all races, including Argonians, Orcs, and Khajiits, are built on the same base mesh, making the lip sync system more effective even when the characters have very different facial features.
Welcome to the guild.
We have access to so many modern rendering features. You'll see them in something as simple as running through a forest. Insects flying around, fish swimming in the water, light filtering through the leaves. Thanks to these technological advances, you feel even more immersed in this living, breathing world. You'll really believe you're in Cyrodiil.
I believe you can handle a more complicated assignment. I would like you to retrieve a carved panel from the central chamber of the High Thing.
It's not just visuals that we've modernized in the remaster. It's gameplay. It's UI and UX.
Oh, that looks so much nicer.
It's audio. We've updated features and systems across the board.
We've changed the approach to leveling, which I think will make a lot of people happy. It's inspired by the leveling systems of both Oblivion and Skyrim, so it's the best of both worlds.
Okay. Awesome.
We were able to fully recreate the character models, creating a physicality that feels more human. You see that in places like combat animations, where there's a lot more separation between the upper and lower body, and all the animations have more flourish. Combat in the original Oblivion didn't have sound effects, visual effects, or hit reactions. Now you'll get blood splatters, sparks, and controller feedback. You know, it's a little thing, but little things add up to make the combat more modern and engaging.
There's a proper third-person perspective now. The original had third-person, but there was no crosshair, and we felt the experience could be modernized. One of our goals was to have a third-person view that compared to Starfield in terms of playability. Now, the third-person perspective has all the same control you get from the first-person view.
All right.
You have my ear, citizen.
When Oblivion first launched,
Greetings. How goes it? How are you?
disk storage limits meant we couldn't have unique voiceovers for all the races. So we've gone back and recorded new lines of dialogue. Each race represented in the game now sounds unique.
Can't stand the sight of those creatures.
We also made sure to keep in all of the quirkier dialogue.
I really like the way they say hello. Sometimes it's so random and they just, hi there.
Hi there.
But it's like so nice and creepy at the same time.
Stop! You violated the law. Stop! You violated the law.
Stop, criminal scum.
Stop right there, criminal scum.
Cheese for everyone.
Cheese for everyone!
Oh my god.
We are going to steal.
I love those
one
voice
of the
lines.
Elder Scrolls from the Imperial Palace. You need to find the reading room. The blind priests will deliver a scroll to you there. Do not speak to the priests. They're blindfolded. I've chosen you because you are the best. Good luck.
Stop! You violated the law. Your stolen goods are now forfeit. Then pay with your blood.
Run away, run away, run away.
As games have developed over the past 20 years, players have come to expect a certain suite of tools and controls.
Like sprinting. Sprinting is an interesting one because it was such a big debate internally among our teams. Some of us were absolute purists, but ultimately, we decided it's 2025 and people are going to want to sprint. In fact, all of the character locomotion has been completely redone from scratch, and that has a huge impact.
I mean, it looks like a big world, dude. If you weren't able to sprint at all, dude, that would have been fucking hell.
It was implemented with the player in mind. It all comes down to what makes Oblivion Oblivion. What are those features that just immediately come to mind for players when they think of the game?
The mini-games are the mini-games. Those are so iconic to Oblivion.
How's it go again?
Like lockpicking. You can put a fresh coat of paint on it, but you can't change it too much because it's part of the core experience.
Whether you're returning to Cyrodiil or you're a newcomer,
I'm going to follow you and watch you and worship the ground you walk on.
you will instantly feel at home. It just feels better. We've modernized a lot, but it's still the same incredible adventure and the same carefully handcrafted world.
Well, it's about time. Do you know how long we've been waiting?
Creepy ass bitch.
Oblivion is a core part of the story of Bethesda Game Studios. None of what we're surrounded by right now would be here if we hadn't made that game and if it hadn't been the success that it was. The effort that we put into it, the sort of the love that went into it, I think that comes across on the screen.
To have worked on something that people care enough where you're in a position where you can remaster it, it's a privilege.
And now, to help introduce this game to a new generation of players, I feel so lucky.
I really think that people, when they jump back into the remaster, they're going to be shocked at just how good the game looks. Oblivion gates look absolutely incredible, and I think they're just going to find themselves lost in the world.
Even if it's just the music, for example, just walking around for half an hour in the world, you feel something, and that's precious.
You're going back to a world that you've been to before, but it's better somehow. Like, it's an intangible thing, but it's like, it's new, it's fun, like it's exciting again.
But it's ultimately the same game. There was a lot of respect for what was before, and I think the fans will appreciate that.
From all of us at Bethesda Game Studios
and Virtuous,
we want to thank you for joining us today. Oblivion has a very special place in my heart, and being able to work on this remaster and bring it to a new generation of players has been an incredible experience. We were too excited to get it in your hands and didn't want to just show it off to you and then make you have to wait.
Yeah. When does it come out?
My job is that I get to be the one to announce that the Oblivion Remaster will be available.
When's it gonna be out, my guy? When is it gonna be out? Tell me, tell me, tell me. Tell everyone.
Today.
Ah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Luna, this is not my first playthrough. Sorry I missed your message. Well, I'm not playing through it right now. How much is it? I believe it is $50, and then there is a deluxe version for $60. Xbox, it's on Game Pass, PlayStation, PC. Not on the Switch. I don't think it's coming to the Switch 2 either, so.
These are the closing days of the Third Era, and the final hours of my life. I have seen the gates of Oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see. This is only the beginning. Worse is yet to come. Looks clear. A trap!
The time of cleansing draws nigh.
Who now will save us from the coming darkness? Here you must find your own path.
Remember
God, again, it just looks so good, dude. The lighting, the effects, the art style. Oh my god, it's beautiful.
Find him and close shut the jaws of Oblivion.
Oblivion Remastered, baby. And it is coming. It's going to Game Pass, Series X and S, Steam, so PC, PS5, and they've got a deluxe edition as well for another $10. So it is It's $49.99 and then $59.99 or a $10 upgrade for the deluxe edition. You get some custom armor sets, some weapons, and some horse armor. That is not out the ass. And then you also get some art books and soundtrack stuff. And all the digital story expansion stuff. That comes... Or does that come with... I think that comes with the base and then there's additional stuff. I don't know. Whatever. But that is it. There is a bunch more, like a whole another 45 minutes of gameplay. I'm not going to go through that right now. Just because I want to get into the game. But, yeah, it looks awesome, dude. It looks so cool, so awesome, and I am so excited here. That is something... I want to pick it up physically, so I've been checking the GameStop website to see if it's actually going to be coming out physically. As of right now, it is still not on there for the remaster, so I probably can't get it there. It might be a digital only for a while. I don't know. I mean, the thing only came out 2 hours ago, so... Or we only even found out about it about an hour and a half ago. So, I'm gonna check one more time, though. Physical copy. Do we got anything? Yeah. It did say digital base. It didn't say anything about physical. Let's see. Physical. Yeah, I got one guy here saying no physical. Are there talks of a physical copy? Yeah. Like, I want the game, but I'm only going to get it right now if I can get it physically. Otherwise, I'm probably going to wait until I feel like playing it. And also, I need to look up... Do you need to play through... Or not need to, but... Does it, like, continue the story from Arena, the second one, and Morrowind? Let me look, actually. Do you need to play Elder Scrolls in order? Okay, so it looks like... They're all in the same world, but they are taking place thousands of years apart. Okay. Okay. And most people say to start with Oblivion anyway. Okay, so maybe I'll start... So I'll probably start with Oblivion. I don't know if I'm going to do it soon. I got a few games I want to play through. I got one game right now that I got to completely finish. But that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, if I can get it physically, I'll get it right away. If I can get it if I can get it physically, I'll get it right away. If I can only get it digitally, I'll probably just wait until I want to actually play it. But let me just change around some of the stream information for both of these things so that we can move over to the first Berserker Kazan, ladies and gentlemen. That... First Berserker Kazan. Okay. Alright, that's good. That's good. Now let me actually get the damn game up, because I was not prepared for this. Alright. And let's switch over here. And then let me stop the recording.